Knoxville, Asheville, Kirby Smith with Lightspeed Construction. Joined today by James with Innovative Glass. James, tell me why your company's innovative and what you do with glass.
Our main focus has always been window cleaning as far as the inside out. We got into glass restoration for a while as far as removing hard water stains, scratch removal, stuff like that. We slowly branched on to pressure washing, moved on to house washing, soft washing, and gone from there.
So you guys are stepping into roof washing as well.
That's
How long
correct.
have you been doing that for?
We've been doing that for about a year now.
Okay. Well, for our audience, the topic of discussion today with James and Innovative Glass is what occurs when you wash your roof, what to expect. Lightspeed Construction doesn't really engage in that business, so we just honestly wanted to have somebody who's out there giving this work a shot to bring comments to us and to our audience. So thank you so much for joining. What are you seeing when you clean?
A lot of the
a roof?
problem that we're looking at is mainly mold and algae growth. That's when, of course, then you get into the fungi and lichen and stuff like that, which over time is going to be big problems. When you look in the curb appeal when you're trying to sell your home, you know,
Big bucks.
big bucks.
Yeah.
I mean, that can make a major difference between you and the neighbor's house if they're for sale.
One of the products we bring to market is the Atlas Pinnacle Pristine line. And we're standing in front of our office here where we can talk about our 3 shingles. This is actually the only shingle that we offer that's algae proof. The big difference here is it's Scotch guarded with copper. And Scotch Guard actually, 3M holds that warranty on the shingle itself, if you can believe that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, pretty cool stuff. It's a written warranty held by Atlas, and yeah, they cover any sort of streaking on a roof.
Now, does that cover base level shingles all the way up to premium shingles, or?
So it's got to be their Pristine line with
Okay.
the Atlas product. Yeah, they have several different shingles that are not the Pristine line, but the Pristine line is a shingle that's got the Scotch Guard coating.
Gotcha.
Yeah, absolutely. And they do have premium level shingles beyond just their Pinnacle Pristine, which is a dimensional shingle. Good question though. So guys out there, AR, algae resistant shingle, means that algae can grow in it ultimately. We love Atlas. We also love IKO and GAF, but truthfully, there's a shot that you might see stuff starting to grow on those shingles. So interesting little tidbit right there. So you've been cleaning roofs for a year. I know that some manufacturers will make a statement that if you clean a roof, you use certain solutions. What do you have on comment about, say, for example, Owens Corning mentioning that you clean your roof with this solution or that solution?
Well, they mixed a lot of it with, you have a surfactant when you mix with your sodium hydrochloride base, which is nothing more than bleach.
Sodium hydrochloride.
Sodium
hydrogen
hydrochloride.
chloride
Right.
equals bleach.
It's a bleach. It's
Okay.
basically like your household bleach that you use in laundry, except that's running around 3%. What we use is around 12.5 to 15%.
So stronger bleach
It's a
than
lot
household
stronger.
bleach.
You got to be careful with surfactant, which helps it stick when you sling it up on the roof and gives it time for it to do its job. Some products,
Surfactant actually holds it once you spray it. It's going to hold it on the actual.
yeah, it'll actually stick and hold the product right to the roof.
Where else are you using sodium hydrogen chloride?
Hydrochloride.
Sodium hydrochloride. Where else are you using that on properties? You use it on driveways as well?
We use it on driveways. You can use it on the vinyl siding of the house. You just got to use different pressures and stuff like that.
What kind of warranty do you offer once you bleach, say for example, siding? Is it warranted for a month or something?
The siding, we warranty siding for 1 year against mold and algae. And
Okay.
that's the soffits, gutters, all the way down.
So you'll pressure wash it first, come back and hit it with.
We actually use what's low pressure.
Mhm.
So like I can run my hand in front of it. That's how low pressure it is. And a lot of it just relies on the chemical, and we do a rinse down.
And that wouldn't be this nozzle right here,
No,
would it?
this is the nozzle for roof cleaning.
Okay, so low pressure with the standard nozzling.
Right. So this is, I mean, it's almost pretty much the same type of nozzle that you use up here that we'll put on here.
Okay.
See if they got different orifice sizes.
Yeah. And you were saying 40 psi possibly to clean roofs. Do you clean siding more or less at the same psi?
With siding, we'll probably use closer to about 100 to 150 psi, but you do not want to use that on the roof. That is way too much. It'll destroy the grainures.
The mastic's no good there either.
It's
yeah,
gone.
Your
25 warranty just went to 0.
Obviously, consult with your manufacturer's technical specifications before you clean roofs. Lightspeed Construction does not engage in this business, and
Right.
different manufacturers may have different statements about whether or not to clean roofs. The only one that we're mentioning immediately is that Owens Corning says you can use sodium hydrochloride, correct?
Correct.
Fair enough. But cleaning siding, you're going to use over 100 psi, maybe 150. And cleaning roofing, you're going to be using around 40 psi.
Correct.
Which is a little bit less than a garden hose, maybe? It's like a bug
yeah.
sprayer, maybe?
Pretty much.
Okay.
We have soft washing machines that'll shoot out about 30, 40 foot.
Can owners do this themselves? I mean, is it just as easy as acquiring a...
You can, but it's inexpensive to do it. Your average roof cleaning machine runs around $2,000.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So,
I didn't know that.
and that's just kind of like base models.
So it's a different pressure washing mechanism then?
Yeah, it is a completely
Okay.
separate machine.
So one of the things you came and were wanting to jump into was maybe 4 or 5 things that you can look for that might be faulty roof installs you can bring to your audience. If you don't mind, I'd like to touch on those 4 or
Yeah.
5 things, if that's okay. So if you're a lot of times you're going to be doing your cleanings from the ladder. So you'll be on a ladder looking up at shingles. Sound about right?
Correct. I mean, I try to avoid getting on the roof as much as possible. A lot of times our ladder can set, we have standoffs to keep the ladder off the gutter.
Standoffs are going to hold the ladder away from the edge of the gutter and keep it probably more stable for most
It's a
people
lot
walking up
more
and down.
stable, a lot safer. It doesn't scratch the gutter because
Yeah.
once that coating's off,
Yeah,
it's done.
absolutely.
And we're able to shoot it all the way up into these little valleys, hips, all that.
And the rain's going to hit it and wash it away next
We'll
time
wash
it
it
rains.
away. It'll wash it a lot of times. We'll rinse it off with a hose.
Cool. I'd like to see some before and after photos if you don't care too. I bet you've got some, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. So what you'll be looking for as you're starting to investigate and get up on roofs, number one, I guess I'd like to mention is roofs that are improperly nailed or improperly installed. So
Correct.
you'll be looking for the perimeter of the roof. You always want to see the shingles overhanging a little bit. Manufacturers have different statements. Usually you're going to see a drip edge and an overhang of around 3/4 to 1.5 inches of overhang of shingles over the drip edge. Depends on the manufacturer. So if you see the shingles lining up flush with the drip edge, it's improperly installed. Your
Okay.
homeowner should probably be aware of that. Number 2, you want to look at the rows of the shingles. This is no good. You don't want to see that sine wave. You want those rows nice and straight. Every single shingle nice and straight. Okay? So that's basic improper installation type mechanisms right there. Those are things to look for. On maintenance type issues, what you'll be looking for, James, is you'll be looking at the pipe boots. Have they started to rot, corrode? A lot of times there's plastic pipe boots that are used on roofs. Maybe they've even started to pull away a little bit. You're going to be looking for exposed nails, and you'll see those in your pipe boots and in your penetrations.
Right.
Exposed nails in the shingles as well is going to be very helpful for your customer base to understand, and if you notice them, bring them to your customer's attention.
Right.
Number 3 is any storm damage. We'll supply you guys and possibly even drop some photos of hail damage.
Okay.
Impacting hail damage can cause discoloration on the lighter side. On the heavier side, it can actually cause granules to be lost or fracture the back side of the shingle, fracture the mat. And needless to say, you can see if something's hit or penetrated the roof or caused shingles to blow off.
All right.
So item number 4 is going to be ventilation. You want roofs to have at least some level of ventilation. Most houses are under-ventilated. They're going to be improperly installed. Homeowners are going to have to be participants in that. It's not your job to sit there, but if they've got no ridge vent, no gable vent, no soffit vent, and no whirlybird vents, there's obviously a problem. They're going to cook their house and cook their attic space for that matter.
No, you'll have to excuse me because I'm from the West Coast where we have a lot of flat roofs.
Left coast?
West Coast.
West coast.
What is the purpose of roof vents?
Oh, good question. So roof vents help the attic space breathe,
Okay.
and it prevents mold from growing in the attic.
Okay.
Cools the attic, and it keeps your shingles and your boards within that attic space, meaning the decking boards, from baking. It'll actually cook the glues in both the shingles, and it will cook the glues in the deck boards as well. Good question. You want obviously, jumping on Lightspeed Construction, you want to see the airs move from the soffit. You want to see it move from the underside and then be exhausted out the other side. So we call it just let it breathe. It's under our resources page. Check on roofing ventilation. We definitely can get you caught up to speed on that. So James, point number 5 on things for homeowners and for you to be aware of as you're looking at a roof is rot. And for that matter, I might throw in uneven or wavy boards as well. Mm-hmm. Just because the boards are uneven and wavy doesn't necessarily mean there's rot on the roof. Rot looks a little different. It's normally going to be sunken and crunchy, and a lot of times there'll be leaks around rot. So owners might already be aware of it, but that's another thing to be aware of.
Okay.
So I guess that's 1 through 5 of items that you're going to be looking at and seeing and saying, hey, what's up with this as you're out cleaning roofs. And one of the things I wanted to touch on for our audience as well was, if you don't mind, briefly go back to the chemicals that you guys are going to be using to clean roofs.
Okay. Some guys they have their special mix. There's nothing special about it. And if I remember right, by law, if we're using it in your home, you have every right to know exactly what it is.
Fair enough.
The sodium hydrochloride, the bleach, boils down when it dries. It becomes nothing more than salt. That is the primary ingredient of it. You do have to be careful not to use the calcium hydrochloride because it has a chemical reaction with water.
Where would somebody buy that, just in case they were to not pay
Pool
attention?
supply store.
Okay.
So sodium hydrochloride, one of the big things is liquid pool shock, which you can buy at any store. But when you buy the pool shocks, you got to be careful which one to buy. And as we all know, when we were kids, don't jump in the pool because we just shocked it. Mm-hmm. That was the calcium hydrochloride. And we've actually done tests where we emptied the packet into a bucket of water and watch it melt a 5-gallon bucket in 30 minutes.
Yeah, don't drink that water, right?
No, don't want to drink any of it.
Interesting how we both kind of work on roofs in some respects, and I have literally no idea about the chemistry or the differences in those chemicals. And there's a shot that you may not have seen some of the roofing stuff that we were mentioning as well. So.
No, and that's one of the reasons I, approached you is, when I'm up on the roofs, I want to be able to notify problems, and that way the homeowner can call you and say, hey, I need y'all to come look at this.
Like I said, we're with Lightspeed Construction, and not really our business, but definitely we do have those customers that ask us, hey, what about cleaning my roof? What do you think? And my standard answer had always been the same thing. It had been, we don't do it, don't know nothing about it.
Right.
Well, I'm delighted to know a little bit more about it and kind of get some more information.
And for the roof cleaning, we actually do offer a 5-year warranty on that.
Okay,
so if
cool.
you get mold or anything come up within 5 years, you give me a call, we'll come back out and
spray it again.
Awesome,
man. Well, keep your eye out for folks that might have roof damage. Would love to talk to them and maybe give them a hand. And next time somebody's asking to have their roof cleaned, we'll send them your way.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. So guys, I'm Kirby Smith, Lightspeed Construction.
James with Innovative Glass.
Thank you so much for tuning into our video on cleaning your roof. Thank you.